Scaling your law firm doesn't have to be difficult. It's all about mastering a few key strategies, systems, and mindsets. Welcome to the Scalable Law Podcast, where we talk about how you can increase profit in your pocket and time in your calendar. My name is Carolee Fontanelli, and I have successfully scaled my firm so that it doesn't solely rely on me. Now I love teaching other law firm owners how to do the same. Let's transform your business starting now.
Welcome to another episode of the Scalable Law Podcast. I am your host, Carolee, and I am tuning in to you from my beautiful property in the Noosa hinterland. I'm surrounded by rainforest and it's an absolutely stunning day today. The rain is coming in and out, but it's really beautiful. I must admit I'm a little bit under the weather, so I am taking it easy today and not doing a lot. But one of the things that we have been thinking about a lot lately is AI, because the law landscape is changing so much and it is all because of AI. Next week, I'm hosting a webinar where I'm going to be sharing with you all of the ways that you should be using AI in your law firm to create more efficiency and productivity, therefore more profit in your law firm. So please tune on into that. If you haven't registered yet, you can register in the link below. We'll leave the link here for you. And I would love to see you online at the live webinar next Wednesday. But until then, let's talk about AI in a different way. I don't know if this has happened to you in your law firm or not yet, but AI is recommending law firms. So it's a new marketing tool that a lot of law firms are using. If you have had AI recommend your firm and you've retained a client from AI, I would love to know about it. I think it's super exciting and it's definitely a new landscape that we are all excited about. But how did that client come to you? Was it a fluke? Was it by accident? So what I want to do today is to talk to you about how you can get AI to recommend your law firm without it being a fluke or an accident, but where it is really intentional. So one of the things about this is that law firm owners haven't fully wrapped their heads around it yet, but I believe it's going to really be one of the biggest shifts in legal marketing over the next few years. So the question is, how do you get your law firm recommended by AI? So not Google, not referrals, not ads. I'm talking about ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and also Google's AI-generated search results. Because whether we like it or not, potential clients are starting to use AI to find their professional services. I know for me, when I recently traveled, we used AI to do all of our searches and asked AI for all of our recommendations. So it's happening more and more, and people are not only using it for things like travel, but also for their professional services as well. So if they need a lawyer, they will be hopping on to Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini and asking a question like this: who is the best family lawyer in Brisbane? Or who is the best estate planning lawyer in Sydney? Or who specializes in conveyancing near me? And instead of getting on a list of 10 blue links, they, like you would on Google, they're getting direct recommendations from AI. So today I want to discuss with you how AI actually finds law firms, what it looks like, and what you can do to improve your chances intentionally of showing up on AI. So the way people search is definitely changing. For the last 20 years, most law firm marketing has revolved around a fairly predictable formula. You'll rank on Google, building referrals, running some ads. You did those things and you got found. It was pretty simple. But AI is changing the search experience. Instead of searching through websites themselves, People are increasingly asking AI to do the research for them. Think about what you do and your own behavior. Have you ever asked ChatGPT for a restaurant recommendation, travel itinerary, or even software recommendation? I think most people have. I certainly have. So now we are doing the same when we're looking for a lawyer. And the next generation of clients coming through won't even necessarily open Google or scroll through even the first 3 websites. They're going to ask AI who they should talk to. So the question becomes, will your firm be one of the firms that AI talks about? And how can we make sure that your firm is ranking on AI? One of the biggest misconceptions that I hear is that ChatGPT simply searches the internet like Google, but it actually doesn't exactly work like that. AI models pull information from a range of sources and patterns across the web. What they're really trying to determine is who appears credible, who appears relevant, who appears trustworthy, and who's consistently talking about a particular topic. So AI is looking for signals. Some of those signals include your website, your Google business profile, online reviews, what legal directories you're in, what industry websites you're on, what media mentions you might have. Are you appearing in any podcasts, any articles? Are you appearing as a guest appearance anywhere? And social proof. The firm that appears consistently across multiple sources are more likely to be referenced by AI. But it's important because it means visibility is no longer just about rankings. It's also about authority. Now, brand authority is something that we talk about all the time at Scalable Law, and it's obviously getting even more important with the presence of AI. So most law firm websites are invisible to AI. Let's be honest, many law firm websites are written for lawyers, not for clients. And they say things like, we are a full service law firm providing comprehensive legal solutions. Well, that sounds really professional, but it doesn't tell AI much about what you actually offer or what problems you solve. A better example might be, we help Brisbane families with divorce, parenting arrangements, property settlements, and child support matters. Now, AI can clearly understand who you help, what you do, where you do it, and more specifically, the easier it becomes for AI to understand your expertise, the better. And understanding is the first step towards a recommendation. So reviews matter more than ever. Now, I did a podcast a couple of weeks ago about reviews and why they matter when it comes to ranking on the front page of Google. If you didn't listen to that one, definitely go back and listen to it. But it also matters for AI. If there's one thing I'd encourage law firms to focus on immediately, it's getting more reviews. Reviews have always mattered, but AI loves them because reviews help answer trust questions. Think about what AI is trying to determine. Who is credible? Who gets results? Who people recommend? And reviews help answer all 3 of those questions. The firm that have hundreds of detailed reviews are sending powerful trust signals. What's interesting is that detailed reviews are often more valuable than generic reviews. For example, great lawyer isn't nearly as useful as something like, Sarah helped us with our estate planning in Sydney and made the entire process simple and stress-free. The second review tells AI about the service, the location, the client experience, the expertise, and those details really do matter. So we've always talked about content and that content is king, but content is becoming more and more important. For years, I've encouraged law firms to create educational content, and AI is one of the reasons why. AI loves answers. Every time someone asks, how much does a divorce cost, or how long does a probate take? What happens if I die without a will? AI needs an answer. The firms that are creating high quality content around these questions are building authority in the background with AI. So think about every blog article as a digital salesperson working for your firm 24 hours a day. The firms that consistently answer client questions are creating a library of expertise that AI can understand. So it's really important that you keep putting on new content onto your website. I think one of the mistakes that law firm owners make is they spend so much time and money on their website initially trying to get it all perfect, and then they set and forget it and they don't add anything. And adding content weekly is so important, and that really hasn't changed. So authority is the new SEO. One of the biggest shifts we're going to see is a move away from purely technical SEO towards authority building. And what authority comes from is doing things like speaking at conferences, being interviewed on podcasts, publishing articles, appearing in media, industry media, receiving awards, and being mentioned by other credible sources. The firms that become recognized experts within their niche will likely have a significant advantage. AI isn't simply looking for websites, it's looking for evidence that people trust you. So this is becoming more and more important. So here's a practical exercise. I encourage every law firm owner who's listening to do this week, right? Open ChatGPT, open Claude, open Gemini, and open Google's AI search and ask, who are the best family lawyers in my city, or recommend an estate planning lawyer near me. Or you might ask about your own practice area and see what results come up. Ask yourself, why are these firms appearing? What do they have that we don't? And what authority signals are they sending? What content are they creating? What reviews do they have? So go back in and have a look at their websites, have a look at their digital footprint, and see if you can find what the differences are. This exercise alone can reveal opportunities that most firms are never going to notice. So have a in-depth look and do an audit on how you are appearing as well. So what is going to happen next when it comes to AI and marketing? Well, I don't think that Google is going to disappear, and I don't think referrals are going to disappear either. And both of those things are awesome. I don't think traditional marketing is going to disappear, but I do think that AI is going to become another really important discovery channel where clients can find you. And the firms that start building that authority today will likely be in a much stronger position tomorrow. So the good news is that many law firms haven't even started focusing on this yet. And this creates a lot of opportunity. And you're here listening to this and hopefully taking lots of notes, and you're going to be able to go away and make some of these changes. The firms that move early are often the ones that are going to benefit the most. So everything you do today is going to really help tomorrow and into the future. And also remember, you're not in your law firm for a short time. You're in your law firm for a long time. So all the work and the foundations that you lay today in 2026 are really going to help you move forward as AI evolves, which is doing so at a very fast pace. So if you want your law firm to be found in AI searches, don't focus on gaming the algorithm. Focus on becoming the obvious choice. Create useful content every single week. Collect great reviews every single week. Build brand authority in your law firm. Speak publicly whenever you get the opportunity, and answer client questions online. Make it really clear who you help and how you help them. So go right back to those foundational basics. Now, if you haven't done that already, now is your chance to do it. And that is how we help people in Scalable Law. We help you to really go back to those basics, because one of the things that I learned very early on in my practice was that if you didn't have good foundations in your marketing plan, then you were going to spend a lot of money on marketing and get no traction. So make sure that you have those foundations right. I'm very, very passionate about helping law firm owners create those clear foundations. And so that's what I help you to do in Scalable Law. But those foundations are great, whether you're building anything for AI, whether you're building it for Google, your traditional marketing or referral marketing. You need those foundations. The firms that are the easiest to understand are the firms that are the easiest to recommend. And I often say, confused minds don't buy. So how is AI going to recommend you if AI is confused? So today has been a great podcast topic, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about AI and a lot more about AI marketing. So tune back in if you're interested in these topics. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of Scalable Law. Now, if you would like some help in person, you are welcome, and we would love to have you on a growth call. We can help you attract more clients, build stronger teams, and create more freedom for you as the law firm owner. So you just need to visit my website at scalablelaw.com and book a growth call with one of our teams. Until next time, keep scaling smarter. See you then. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Scalable Law podcast, brought to you by the Scalable Business Lounge. If you would love to know how you can get more clients without relying on referrals, head over to scalablelaw.com to watch my free masterclass. Until next time, you have got this.